Well, this was a pretty sad week for me. And you might be asking why. Well, we lost our fantasy championship. $50 buying league, by the way. Would have made some serious cash if I won. And technically, I still have Puka, but let's be honest, I don't think Puka's going to have like a whole 60-point game here. I've now been playing fantasy football for 5 years now. I've never won a championship, and I played in 4 serious leagues, with 2 of them being money related. And this was only my second championship game. I made it to another one like 2 years ago, and I lost because I made the worst coaching decision ever. The worst fantasy manager decision that anyone has ever made on this earth. And that was a couple years ago when I benched Lamar Jackson for Tua when they faced off against each other. If I would have started Lamar, I would have won my first ever fantasy championship. But back to this. This man literally ruined everything for me. He ruined my life here. You know, it's funny, you wanted to sit him out for multiple occasions against the Patriots a week ago. But, now that we're deciding to play me in the fantasy championship, let's just give him 36 carries and let him have an absolute career monster of a game here. I mean, no doubt this is definitely what lost me for 100%. I was ready to win this. I was so ready to win this. I said once I won my first ever fantasy championship, I was going to take my reward money and I was going to buy the most contributing player on my team's jersey. And instead, I got a Derrick Henry slap to the face. This guy was the 8th seed, by the way. And I mean, I did win the fantasy championship, but it's in one of ESPN's gridiron leagues. And yeah, I won the championship, but it doesn't feel the same. No money in this one to be won. But I guess it is technically a championship. But shout out to Caleb Williams. Really the only guy that showed up this week for us. Thank you, Caleb, for being pretty much the mascot of this team, the face of this team. But we still lost. And unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it. And obviously my other goats, Devon Achane and Puka Nacua. But for those of you that lost your fantasy championship out there this week, hang in there, bro. We'll get them next year.